Alright guys, Papa Pepper here with another episode of the Wild Man's Wild Friends. Doing a Texas edition today, and I happen to have a Mediterranean house gecko with me. Now these guys are originally native to the Mediterranean region, but they can be found all across the world now, kind of in the subtropical regions. They are nocturnal, so you're not going to find them during the day, you're going to find them at night. And they're going to be pink, tan, light brown, something like that. They're going to have both darker and lighter spots in them. I'm trying to get this to focus on that lizard. But like other lizards, some other lizards, they will detach their tails. They can lose those. These guys will be less than 6 inches when they're full grown. And they are smaller species. They're called a house gecko because a lot of times they're going to be living near houses. They like to have all the cracks and crevices that you can find on the outside of buildings. They also, since they're nocturnal, they like to come out at night, and they'll use the house lights as an opportunity to hide there, wait for the insects to come. They eat insects, and then they'll come grab when they come to check out the lights. So, what else do we know about them? Well, they lay eggs, and they are, like I said, they've been distributed worldwide, but they're not really considered invasive, since they're such a small creature that really doesn't box any other animals out of their niche. Normally, to be invasive, you're going to have to pose a threat to the existing native animals, and they really don't do that. So I used to catch these a lot down in New Orleans. I used to actually have like zippered cargo pockets, and we'd walk out at night, kind of grab them as we found them, and catch a bunch sometimes. They almost look like tiny little crocodiles. They're one cool looking gecko. I'm really surprised this guy's staying on my finger as long as he is. I'm glad he is, but I'm also surprised. And they're really cool. Some people do kind of spray for them like they would for roaches or other things, and personally, I don't think that's very cool, but they also do have a high resistance to insecticides and stuff like that, probably because, I'm guessing, because a good portion of their food is tainted, potentially, but for some reason they do, and praise God for that, because they are cool little creatures to have around. So I'm going to see what else I can find down here in Texas that I normally don't encounter up in Arkansas, although these guys, they do live across the southern United States, and now he's starting to move. And there are isolated populations in Arkansas, just like other places. They've probably been introduced there. They're not where we live, though. So it's a cool guy. Chances are, if you live in a warmer climate somewhere, you may be familiar with these. Both the common house gecko and the Mediterranean night gecko are common in kind of subtropical, tropical regions throughout the world now. So, all right, hop out.
As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.